Welcome. Thank you very much for staying with us right here on SABC News. With 6 million South Africans currently out of work, unemployment is a hot topic, especially amongst the youth. As part of Youth Month, we'll be looking at a common challenge that prevents SMEs from growing, and this includes lack of funding and proper business skills, as well as access to markets. To talk about this, and of course how young entrepreneurs can take their businesses to the next level, is Akhona Sishuba, who is Enterprise Development Manager at Coca-Cola Beverages South Africa. Thank you very much for coming to our program.
Thank you for having me.
The private sector has been called on to come and support employment initiatives amongst the youth. So tell us about your program. How are you coming in?
Oh, thank you for that, ma. CCBSA has designed the program in 2015 to address the challenges that are facing the unemployment in South Africa. Those youth also, they have challenges of business skills, running their own businesses, also have the lack of funding. So we designed this program to address issues like that, and we've partnered with the funding companies that they will also assist CCBSA together with the youth to address those challenges. So when we designed the program, we designed in a way that each individual youth entrepreneur will be able to appoint one or two from each their communities.
So how does it work? Because there are so many communities, so many entrepreneurs. So how do you choose communities and choose the young entrepreneurs?
Okay. So CCBSA, we've got a department called Sales Department, which you also call it Commercial Department, where we have the shops in the township and in the suburb areas where we address the issues. So CCBSA, because it is their plan and it is the company that always gives back to the communities that they service. So we identify the area that we want to grow within the townships, the areas that we don't have enough coverage in terms of that. So for example, the pictures that you see is the area that we rolled out in Motherwell, because that's the area that we wanted to grow at CCBSA. So each and every year we identify a certain areas that we want to grow and go and source individuals from those communities.
So at the moment, given that there is a problem with skills development and some people don't have really entrepreneurship literacy in terms of knowing the ins and outs of business, and you know, young people sometimes flop. As we have seen from Statistics South Africa, that there's more than 47 to 62% of business failure rate, even though when you have the Gauteng Enterprise Propeller starting, to develop these businesses with incubation and all that, some of these businesses end up flopping. So what are you doing to cushion them from really falling hard on the floor? Okay.
So what we do in the program, once we start with the sourcing, we take them to the stage of the assessment, where we just take them the basic numeric and analytical skills. They write exams, they pass with 50% mark. From that one, we take them to a boot camp. Boot camp is a 4 to 6 weeks training, where we train them about any basic business running skills, financial management skills, how to grow your business, a difference between a personal money and the business money, why all the business have to have insurance, and how do you pay your employees, running of the business, logistics, HR of the business. So we try by all means at that stage to cover every basic things that they will need. So once we roll out the containers into the youth, we also give them the business development support that covers 6 months, where we have mentors that visit their shops to see how they are operating, what are the other opportunities that are out there now that they are running the businesses. So they have to look out for the other opportunities. How do they grow the money? What are the trends of the businesses? So those are the things that we make sure before we leave them after a year, at least they are sustainable. They've grown their businesses. Some of them, they even grow from the fast food to a fast food extended to a car wash. So it depends also on the youth, how the opportunities they take, and also where do they see themselves in the future.
When you talk about businesses in townships, there's a lot of risk, and many corporates call them the no-go areas. with the high crime rate that has been reported there. We spoke to one entrepreneur who said, they broke into my shop and I've only started. So where do you come in as far as security measures that have to be put in place to run a business in a township?
Okay, so all the business in a box, it's a standard that they have to have an alarm system with an arms response. They have to have an insurance, so that when the things like that, the robbery in their shops, the break-ins, at least they are covered in terms of the insurance. Also, we partner with the local forums, police forums. They can also assist us. That is why also we engage with the local municipality, so that they have the community buy-ins. The community, they understand who is running the shop, so that anything that happens, at least they are aware in terms of the support. But insurance and alarm system is a basic thing that they have to have, all of them.
All right. So what about consistency and sustainability? Running a business like this, some of them would fade along the way, because if you can argue about a trend, say for example, people are serving Bani Chow or Sepatlo in township, these are the ongoing trends that we see. But sometimes people would really have enough of them. So if you have invested in this type of business, what do you say about variation in seasons and people's tastes for the kind of cuisine that they would go for if people have ventured into a certain type of specific business?
Okay, so when we go to the boot camp stage, that's when each and every candidate, they choose which ones they want to do. We only have 4 models that they have to choose from, which is the fast food. The fast food, just to talk about fast food only, it's a fast food, the Kotas, the banchawers and all that. They also have to have a perishable goods, like the salt, the long life and all those things, because we don't want them to only focus on the fast food. They also have a POS machine. POS machine, that's where they will be selling airtimes, electricity, lottos, bus tickets within their areas. So in that way, we don't expect them to depend only on the plate food, but there are also other things that they can do within the business.
Oh, so you're talking about diversification
within the market.
Right.
Yes.
So what is your success rate up to so far?
So we've got 70 outlets that we have now. We opened in Velcom about 23 of them. We have another group in Rustenburg, and we have another group in PE, that all of them have graduated throughout the stages. We are busy with the mentoring on those shops.
So you're going to go nationwide?
We are going nationwide. We identify certain areas. We've already started in Kagiso with the sourcing. They are busy with the assessments. We've been to Tanzania. They've done the assessment. They will go for a boot camp in July. So for Sekunda, we are targeting Sekunda, Mbalenhle area, together with the Bethel and Leandri areas. We go to Pulukwane, focusing on in Mankweng and Seshego areas. We've got about 150 targets, youth that we will be rolling out by the end of August, that we started last year already.
All right. Thank you very much for making time to speak to us. We hope that, the process of poverty alleviation and dealing with unemployment will really be successful from your side. But thank you very much for making time to speak to us.
I thank you.
Right. Akhona Sishuba is Enterprise Development Manager at Coca-Cola Beverages South Africa, speaking to us about how the private sector is coming into the fray in